I guess you could say he is the new George Clooney, maybe Richard Gere of San Angelo. Travis
wow. He went there, Travis. That is not even right.
Jealous.
Yeah, I think that's why.
Well, Tom, I'm going to turn my mic up.
That's probably why I made the comment to him that I did when he called me and asked me if I'd come to the radio show, but we'll just leave it at that.
I don't remember that comment.
Well, I don't know. It was probably off air.
I'm sure it was.
Something about a bandwagon, I think.
Oh,
yeah.
No,
Jeremy has been known.
Let me just
be on the bandwagon.
It is radio, so I may just get this paint the picture. Travis McCorkle, head coach of Angelo State soccer, great start, best start in school history. But you do have, I like this. How would you be silver-looking hair now?
Yeah, it is
salt
very
pepper.
silver.
A little more salt.
So, what celebrity would you want to be compared to? Richard Gere? Would you want to be George Clooney? I mean, what would, if you had to pick one? Caitlyn over here, she's nodding her head.
Yeah, I think I don't think I would measure up, but I'd rather be George Clooney than Richard Gere. I've heard a couple stories about him.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're true, but
stories we cannot share.
Yeah.
Now, what about will the goatee be silver too, or are you going to stay with the dark? I mean, are you just going to go with the hair?
The goatee is the way it is. I mean, listen, I can't help with it.
We could go Sean Connery. I mean, you know.
Sean Connery from like 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, that hurts. 20 years ago.
Travis McCorkle, let's talk about your team. All right, so on a serious note, 4 wins in 4 games, and it's not just that. It's you know, last year we were talking about you had injuries and a lot of adversity, and I guess you're healthy now because I mean, 16 goals in 4 games. It's hard for people to really understand how great that is offensively.
Yeah, well, I think last year, I don't know, Les is here, he can verify this, but I think last year had something like 29 goals for the year. So to have 16 goals for the first 4 games, that's pretty awesome.
29 goals in how many games?
In 19 games.
Wow. So what is it? Why the boost offense?
I want to know goals against, though.
The goals against, yeah, well, I mean, listen, I coach for a living, so I always think there's a way that we could have avoided those 3 that we gave up.
Okay, so only 3 in the first 4.
So you've outscored your opposition 16-3.
Yeah.
But let's go on the offensive side. What has opened up this offense? Why are you scoring so many goals? You've scored 4 goals in all 4 games.
Well, one of the keys has been Haley Mendel. She's a sophomore, and last year, you know, we wanted her to be more involved in our attack, but she was shy and, you know, just wanted to do her job. And a lot of times with girls, we have that when they come in as a freshman, they want to just do their job and keep things simple.
Now, she in midfield? Or?
She played in midfield last year quite a bit, and then this year we played her in midfield and some up front.
Okay.
And so after the first weekend, we decided, hey, let's put her up front and see if she can continue this. And she's done a great job doing that, scoring goals on a penalty kick, scoring on a free kick, scoring in the run of play. I mean, she's just finding different ways to score goals. And obviously, one of the things that happens, you know, is her teammates. You know, the penalty kick was earned by another player. And then on the free kick, that was earned by a different player, and she stepped up and scored that goal against Mesa. And then the last one was actually a ball that one of our freshmen ducked out of at the near post, and Haley put herself in the right spot and finished that as the goalkeeper was trying to step to the near post, anticipating the play. So she's been a revelation this year. You know, I mean, last year she didn't score any goals, and this year she's got 6 in the first 4 games. So it's pretty amazing.
So from your days as either an assistant or a head coach, and not just Angelo State, I'm talking all around your coaching career, can you remember a time where you had a team score 16 goals in a 4-game span? I mean, that's again, really impressive.
No. I mean, the only thing that would even come close to that is maybe back in 2000 when I was an assistant, I think we played, I don't remember the name of the school, but it was something like we scored 14 goals in 1 game. So, I mean, outside of that, against normal competition, normal games, no, nothing like this. I would have never, listen, I thought we could win this weekend. I thought we could be 4-0 right now, but I would have never guessed it would by 16 goals to 3.
He's being modest. When Travis played on my indoor team, he scored like 18 in 1 game. I think it was impressive.
I appreciate that. I'll pay you later.
I've heard you're quite the player, but let's kind of flip that around. David Wagner here, I know, played soccer with you. How would you describe David Wagner's soccer skills?
He is incredibly quick. He has very good level of fitness, very tenacious.
Oh, we talking about this guy right here?
He's going to cause a lot of turnovers right in front of your goal.
I got to get my wallet out. Hang on.
Yeah.
There you
go
go.
to the big bills. Don't go to the single digits. No, he's a good soccer player, yeah.
Okay.
For an old guy.
For an old guy.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's talk to Caitlyn over here. All right, so Caitlyn Conaway.
Yes.
Where are you telling us from again?
I'm from Kennedale, Texas.
Kennedale, Texas. Talk about your team. You had high expectations. You guys got a Lone Star Conference share championship last season. But going into the year, like Coach McCorkle said, you thought you could be 4-0, but did you expect did the offense to click and the chemistry to be this good?
I mean, obviously we hoped for it. I can say I didn't expect it. It's been awesome. Last year, like Coach said already, we didn't get very many goals. It was 1 or 2 per game, maybe 3 or 4 if it was a great game. But this year we're just really clicking, and I think the chemistry is finally there.
Talk about besides obviously scoring goals, the offense is doing well. What else do you think about this team makes this team so good?
We just have so much fun together. I mean, we probably annoy our coaches to death, our bus rides and everything, but you won't catch us not laughing. Like, we're constantly laughing at each other, just having a good time. Our freshmen just fit right in. They came in and just did their job, and it's just going great. Because
I know during the athletic banquet in May, when all the sports show their videos, typically soccer has the goofiest video. Would you agree with that?
Absolutely, yeah.
So
did she put it together as Coach McCorkle was pointing at her? Yeah.
You're the producer behind the video.
Not that one, actually. Kimber did that one.
Okay.
Yeah, but I gave her all the videos to put in it. So
just as far as your friends around campus, is it kind of talk going on? I know it's only 2 weeks into the season, but do you hear more people talking about Angelo State?
Yeah, I do. I see more tweets and stuff about it. I hear more people are asking, like, hey, when's the next home game? We want to come out and see. It's been a lot better this year.
Is Travis on Twitter, Coach McCorkle?
He is. He stalks people on Twitter.
Wow. A stalker.
Wow, okay. I don't know how to follow that last part up there.
Well, the coach was talking about Haley, obviously a younger player on the team.
Yeah.
Talk about how that is for y'all, being a senior.
Being a senior, I'm so proud of her. Like you said, she was kind of in her shell last year. Towards the end of the year, we could see her kind of stepping out. In practice, she would just make moves, and you were like, was that Haley? Like, did she really just do that? And this year, she's just not holding anything back, and it's awesome. She's doing great. Like, awesome.
Just real quickly, for against radio, you can't see Caitlyn. She's got the old school Buddy Holly kind of glasses on.
Oh.
Don't make fun of me.
You should do like Charlie Sheen in Major League.
I keep smacking because I'm closer. You know, backhand right now.
Did you ever see the movie Major League with Charlie Sheen?
No.
It's before your time, I know. You need to watch it because he was.
Wild thing, yeah.
Wild thing. I would think you look a little tougher.
Like the skull and crossbones.
What do you think, Travis? You like that idea?
I think I'm tough enough.
Oh, you're tough enough. You don't need to buy it. Okay. So you would call yourself a dirty soccer player?
No, maybe. No.
No soccer player calls themselves a dirty player, even if they are.
All right,
No.
Caitlyn Conaway, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Travis, let's talk about, first off, the schedule this week. What's coming up for the Bells?
Our next home game will be this Friday. We were hoping that it would be under the lights, which we will have the lights completed sometime very soon, but that's been pushed back. So this Friday we'll play at 5 p.m. against Oklahoma Christian, and then we have St. Mary's on Sunday at 1 p.m. So both teams in the Heartland Conference. St. Mary's has had a pretty good start. They've had some good results against tough teams, against Pueblo, against I want to say they played Mines, but St. Mary's is going to be a good team. Oklahoma Christian's had some injuries. They've had a tough few games. They'll play Midwestern either tomorrow night or Wednesday or Thursday, I don't know. But they play Midwestern before they play us, and that will give us a little bit better indication of what they're going to be like coming up on Friday.
I know we got to go here in a second about you brought up the lights, and you and I have talked about this for years. And it's been frustrating because it's hard for a lot of fans that leave work early in the afternoon on a Friday, but now, as you mentioned, it's going to be a fan-friendly more environment because there'll be times that fans can come out and watch the Bells at 7 o'clock or whatever time it is.
Right, yeah. I think parents will be able to go home, feed their kids, and then come back and watch the full game. I think that the question was always before, when we played at 4 o'clock, they couldn't leave work. Yeah. So by the time they get home and everything, they figure, well, I've missed half the game at least, and I'm just going to stay home and eat dinner. Now they're going to be able to go home, eat dinner, go back and watch soccer game. And the same for the students on campus. They'll be able to come and watch the game. It'll be comfortable. It won't be 105 to 110 degrees. So that'll be nice. Next summer, we can have the girls during our preseason where they can practice at night, which would be easier. We get more out of them.
Right after your senior year. How about that? Yeah, that's great for you.
Sorry about that.
All right, Travis McCorkle, Caitlyn Conaway, thank you very much, guys, for coming out here. Angelo State Soccer, great start, 4-0, 16 goals in 4 games. Travis, thank you very much. I really do like the new look.
Thanks, I appreciate it. I've had a few comments, some in fun, and I don't know if any are in support, but
Ram Club last week, Sean Johnson called you out. Right?
Kind of brutal. Hey.
Hey, look at this territory. I mean, obviously, full head of hair. People like Kevin Brooks came and say that.
That's true. That's true. Listen, if I have to choose between gray or no hair, I'll take the gray hair.